So we went to a host club.
Yeah, that was what we did, and
Um,
broke a vase, a vase, got put into debt.
yeah, got put into indentured servitude. The ripe old age of like 15.
Yeah, but don't worry, they're rich.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Mm. Anyway, Ouran Host Club. It's um like in the vein of a lot of other things we've been watching. It's a comedy. Granted, some of these have been unintentional comedies. I have never laughed harder than I have at X-Arm, but
Pretty sure that was a comedy.
no,
Pretty sure that's what it said on the back of the box.
like we got a box for that garbage. No, we used my Crunchyroll subscription because I knew it was on there. But yeah, no. Honestly, the comedic parts of X-Arm were garbage. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Ouran Host Club, where uh, an androgynous character who doesn't give a damn what she looks like stumbles into a host club
And breaks a vase.
and slowly, over the course of the first episode, everyone figures out that she's a girl, except for the leader because he's a moron. It takes him seeing her slightly undressed.
Yeah, it's great.
And so we go on a, forgive my pun here, we go on a host of stupid adventures, mainly led by their incompetent leader.
Oh, he's super competent. He got all these people together.
He did!
He won a guessing game.
Via sheer ridiculousness and just him being himself. He's the stereotypical like idiot but can see people's true nature.
Yeah, no, Tomoki's great.
Yeah, all the characters are pretty great. But they're all kind of one-dimensional, but
Oh yeah, that's like you got 7 main characters you need to write for.
well, the only one who isn't really one-dimensional, oddly enough, is Haruhi, because she's actually the main character.
Yeah,
But it does.
but she's poor.
But it does kind of flit around. But yeah, so Haruhi's an honor student. I seriously cannot remember everyone else's names. They weren't using them enough in the last episodes we watched.
Tomoki is the quote unquote king of the host club.
Yeah.
Also, quote unquote, Haruhi's dad.
Yeah, that's really fucking weird.
Then there's Kiyoya, who is the financial guy of the club. He's got glasses. He's your like generic financial guy.
He's the smart guy with the glasses.
Also, he's the mother of the group.
Sure.
That's what they called him.
Okay.
Because he's second in command.
Okay.
And then you've got Honey Senpai, or whatever his name is. He's the boy Lolita.
Yes.
Really likes sweets.
Yes.
Also super trained in martial arts.
Yes, he comes from a family that is all about martial arts.
Likes to beat up his younger brother.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Because he wants to eat cake in the middle of the night.
I still remember the twist of that episode being like, he's so embarrassed to call him his brother because he watches him eat like 3 cakes in the middle of the night. Fucking great.
Then you got Mori, who's the tall, silent type.
Yes, and he's always with
Honey
Senpai.
And his whole episode is he beats himself up because Honey got a toothache. And he's like, I need to atone. So I'm going to make Honey hate me.
I'm going to give myself emotional Sudoku.
And then you got the twins, Karu and Hikaru.
Yes.
And
God, they're their gimmick is the worst.
It really is. They're in a twincest.
And like the girls are just like, oh, it's so taboo, and it's like, God, you people are gross.
And then these guys got a whole bunch of like backstory episodes.
Yeah.
And it was unnecessary. Like, we got it after the first one, and then they're like, no, we were always alone. Yeah, that's what you said earlier.
We didn't need to go deeper into it. It's almost like they just...
They're the filler episodes.
Yeah, despite the fact that they contain plot.
Yeah, and it sucks. I hate it.
But, yeah.
And then you've got the club manager, who I cannot remember her name.
But she has the best opening. She has the best entrances because she constantly comes up. It constantly cuts to a motor, and then she comes rising from the floor.
Everywhere.
Like doing the haughty lady laugh, with the back of her hand against her mouth. And she's super into dating sims. Thus, she knows certain tropes and tries to force them on people. It's dumb, but also amazing.
Yeah.
She was my favorite character for a bit, but then they kind of stopped using her, and it was just like, alright.
And I think that's basically the main cast.
Except for Haruhi, who's honor student, poor. She busts her butt to get into Ouran by her grades, and she wants to be a lawyer like her unfortunately deceased mother. So, and her dad's a crossdresser. Works at a bar that does that. Super cool dude. Acts just like Tamaki.
Yeah.
So
basically the plot to this, if you want to call it that, is just Haruhi working off her debt.
Yeah.
In various situations.
How will the host club help somebody?
Yeah, like this elementary school kid who wants to talk to this girl who's leaving.
Yep.
Or this high school kid or this high school girl who wants to talk to this guy because he's leaving.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't leaving.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave so I can become a better man. Hopefully she'll wait for me. That's not selfish. Yeah, that's pretty selfish.
No, that's fine. And then, yeah, there's the mandatory beach episode. Technically, there was almost 2 of them, but only one of them had Haruhi in a bathing suit, I think.
I don't think either of them did.
Regardless,
Oh, and then you got the rival school, the all-girls academy.
that was amazing.
And they're just the guys, but...
Women.
Yeah.
But there was only 3 of them, which is unfortunate. But they were obnoxious.
Yeah.
It was great. It was awesome. And yeah, that's there's almost no common thread through it. Like, it just eventually just started dumping backstory on you because they got to fill for time before they get to the finale. And in the finale, Haruhi finally finds out, even though we've been talking about it for the past few flashbacks, that Tamaki is a illegitimate child. Yeah, he gets forced into something with some girl who knows his mom.
Yeah, because of the situation, he can't talk to Tamaki can't talk to his mom. And they're like, hey, if you marry this one lady who's, like, super rich, like, richer than you, because her family's buying up all this, like, Japanese properties and whatnot. So if you get married to her, we'll let you see your mom again. And he's all like, okay, I guess. And then Haruhi throws herself off a bridge, and he's like, well, I'm outie. And he throws himself off a bridge. And then they wash up on shore, and they're like, yeah, we're all still together, yay.
Did you actually remember the ending when you were fucking with me and you're like...
Yeah, I knew they were going to throw themselves off a bridge.
Fuck off. I was like, that seems pretty generic, so it might just be a joke, but like... And then it just occurred to me, it's like, they literally threw themselves off a bridge. But anyway, yeah.
I was 100% aware of that.
God damn it. Anyway, yeah, so... I don't know. I feel like the plot really isn't what's important. It's really about the characters, and honestly, the characters aren't. They kind of develop, but they develop in their backstories. They don't really develop in the moment.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody just kind of stays at the same point.
I think Haruhi's the only one who kind of changes over time.
I don't think it's even that noticeable.
It's really not. She just becomes more and more complacent about being in the host club.
Yeah, because they were bribing her with food.
Even though that almost never came up again.
I mean, they went to the beach and they had a whole bunch of lobster.
I barely remember that.
She was just sitting there cracking open.
Oh, yeah. She was fucking going to town. But yeah, I feel like even that plot point just kind of got dropped. Or that character trait. It was kind of sad. Yeah.
It was just kind of like, hey, they're in school. Here's events that happen throughout the year. It was kind of the same thing as Sakamoto. Where it's just, hey, here's a thing that happened. Well, moving on.
Yep.
Look, it's Halloween time now. Time for class rep to get with his girl. But he can't because he's afraid of spooky ghosts.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it was just kind of that. Like, it wasn't really like a... The only connecting plot thread was just he needs to pay off her debts.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I think it's time to just start throwing points at this.
Oh boy.
Plot.
Well, there was a plot with one connecting thread, so probably either one or two.
I'll give it a 2. I'll be generous. Characters. They're solid, but they're kind of one-trick ponies.
Yeah, let's just give that a 2 as well.
Alright. Animation. It was fine.
I think it looked nice. Give it a 3.
Fine. Genre strength. It was... I'd honestly give it middle of the road. I'd hit it with a 3.
Alright, let's hit it with 3.
It's a comedy through and through. I get that. The dub was...
It was fine. Like,
yeah.
I don't think anybody was awful.
Nobody was awful. Nobody was amazing. Except for, I don't remember her name.
So amazing you don't remember.
It's because her name almost never comes up.
We talking about the manager?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Her name was Manager Lady.
That was not her name, but...
I mean, I can Google it real quick.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I'm going to with a 0 because I don't think it really added or took away anything.
Okay.
I'll actually, no. Her name is important because I think the special match is going to get thrown at her.
That's what I was thinking. Renge.
What?
Renge.
Renge?
Yeah, R-E-N-G-E.
Okay. Reng. R-E-N-G.
R-E-N-G-E.
Oh, E. Okay. I didn't hear the E. Alright, Renge. Nah. I'll throw it on as 1 point. It doesn't seem like it needs more than that.
Probably not. I mean, she wasn't in the show for a lot of time.
11. Total is 11. It's below Sakamoto.
Higher than 10. That's all I needed.
Tied with Chaika. That actually sounds about right. Tied with Chaika.
Sakamoto got more than Chaika? Wow. Okay.
It was a bit more concise, and it
didn't have that second season to bring it down.
Yeah.
Alright, well, any closing remarks on this one before we forget completely about it? Nope. I'll take that as a no.
Nope.
See you guys later.
See ya.